Hello Taurus, and welcome to your November reading. So, I've meditated on your energy, pulled out the first layer of cards, and what Spirit wants to talk to you about this month. The first card that came out, I have the Six of Wands. So, you might be starting the month with a recognition, maybe feeling well within ourselves. Jupiter in Leo, coming back from war, being proud about an achievement and recognized by our peers, and just that feeling of emanation, pride in a good way. After that, this came out. I have the Chariot, I have the Hermit, and I have the Four of Cups. So here we have two major arcanas, and both of them talk a lot about going inside. This going inside and finding our truth, finding our own master, finding our light by balancing ourselves here. And this one also, in a way, because those two horses, which one is the unconscious, the conscious, the feminine, the masculine, what we desire and what is good for us, or what is unconscious and what is conscious, have to be aligned, and we have to master it with one direction. So going in to find the direction, find the truth, and then aligning ourselves. But here there's like this little pebble in the machine. Four of Cups. So this is like a huge inner work, but at the same time a bit of disbelief mixed with it. Because the Four of Cups is looking at what he has experienced until now, and he doesn't see that there's more that could be happening there. So by doing this, maybe you will overcome that kind of lack of faith that you can love and feel even at the highest level that you are now. After that, these three cards came out. So there is the Four of Wands, which is a union, which is a celebration of people that are it's a home, it's a house, it's all of that. Eight of Wands, rapid back and forward actions and wills directed in one direction. So there's a question of speed and interaction. And here the Moon. So the Moon by itself being a quest, I see it as this movement, because here the Hermit, he goes and sees what's in the Moon, what's hidden in his deep emotions, in his truth, in his soul. The Chariot also, so that they both align. So here we talk about the Moon and that kind of back and forward information that is about building something solid and shared with people. Maybe that extra cup there. So there's a quest of the Moon here. How it's gonna show up in your month. First two cards, there it is. I have the Alchemist, the Magician, and the Queen of Cups. So, Queen of Cups, there we go. Magician, in order to manifest, we need to have the four elements. Now, if you had a bit of Four of Cups there, finding your truth inside and understanding the value of emotion and the capacity, enlarging the capacity of you allowing love and peace, creation. It's all of that in the waters. opening up to that. Here I'm not surprised to see the Queen of Cups, because she allows being the feminine side, being in touch with the soul, with everything that is invisible, spirituality, and therefore opening the gates to where she is, how she's vibrating. Queen of Cups will vibrate in the emotions, in the waters. So there's that consciousness there in order to manifest. And here, after, I have the Lovers, another major arcana, another unified duality, like the Chariot. You have the masculine and the feminine, inspired by the divine, to make a decision, to choose to elevate. And here I have the Queen of Wands, another queen, therefore finding one's fire and wanting to attract it. This is what I want. I went inside, I saw my truth, and now with my willpower I will attract it and allow it. Here I feel it and I understand it psychically, and here I will allow it with my will. All the feminine opening gates here. Under our moon, I have the King of Cups and I have Death. A beautiful transformation. That tells me that you went inside, that you felt that there was something that needed to be opened up on the emotional level, allowing more to come in, getting out of the Four of Cups, that this is my reality and I cannot feel more than that or receive more than that. And here with the King of Cups and Death, that means that there'll be a transformation in the way that you express these emotions, maybe in a more emotional, intelligent way, or that your actions will be more paused, more, because he is the King of Cups. His throne goes all the way to the depth of the sea. He feels deeply, and he will not act out of reaction. He knows exactly how he feels, and he will act accordingly. So, and when we have the moon and Death, one after the other, knowing that they are the two faces of a quest, of crossing these two pillars to gain that illumination that is hidden in our unconscious there, and on the way deciding to be guided either by our animalistic side or by our tamed side to escort us into that little path that we see behind those two pillars, to cross those two pillars, and those two pillars being there in the back of the Death. Do you see? Because once we see clearly what is hidden in our moon, in our unconscious, then we can make the choice or allow the transformation to happen, to let what is no longer die, because the experience has been done, to come back anew. Under our Queen of Cups and the Magician, there's another queen, and that's you, Queen of Pentacles. So it's beautiful you are here. And after that, after we make the choice to allow more in our life there, I have the World, which is normal because you went inside into your unconscious. What prevents me from being loved more, or opening up to my creativity, opening up to everything that is second chakra there, sacred? So there you are. You learned your lesson and you're closing your cycle. And after that, King of Sword. So we have like the feminine in the process of the inner decision, following your light, and then we end up with the kings. That means that it is going to be translated, in this case, into discernment, transforming emotionally and the way that you are emotionally out there, and all of this translating into also the way you express yourself, the way you see life, the way you are conscious about things. King of Sword. So let's clarify how this is going to appear in your life. I call upon the light. I call upon the divine. I call upon the Holy Spirit and my guides. Help me clarify this reading for Taurus for the month of November. Yes. Okay. So why the Six of Wands is there for Taurus? What? I have the Knight of Wands and the Two of Cups. So maybe you heard news at the beginning of the month or the end of last month, or it's coming for you depending of where you are in this process, where you met somebody that could actually see you, that could actually see your value, who you are. And this person kind of came out of the blue, but brought that passion of the moment. And at the same time, that allowed you to recognize yourself. So this is like a trigger meeting, so that you can recognize yourself. This is like a victory, in a sense. And that's why here it's going to allow you to get out of the Four of Cups. Spirit, why is the Four of Cups there? Page of Cups. So you are accepting. You see that cup that is in there that he doesn't see? There it is presented to you. That extra cup there is being brought to you because you are willing, by going inside, now you are willing to accept it, to take it, to grab it. Page of Cup just grab the Ace of Cup, a cup that was shown to you. Why is the Hermit there? Ooh, that's a lot. So you went inside, and there it is. You saw the truth. You saw your truth of how at a certain point you had no problem giving unconditionally and receiving unconditionally. Here I'm going to put them back, but I have the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles again. There you go. See, under we have the Queen of Wands. So this could be an experience that you have, but we're talking about mastering one's will and knowing one's value in that solidity, engagement manner. So when you went like the Hermit inside to see your truth, you saw the Six of Cups. You saw also the connection with the person that maybe came into your life or is going to come into your life, that it is a real exchange. He's not there to fool you. He's not there to deceive you like maybe you had in the past. You can feel that truth and that connection. Chariot, why is the Chariot there? You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Cancer, but that's not important. We all have all of the tarot within us and outside of us. Ace of Pentacle, Page of Pentacle. So it is an alignment by opening up. You see, when we vibrate at a certain level, we open up doors. As much as when we vibrate at a very low level, we will open up doors on that level also. But there you rised, you saw your light, and you opened up to receive more. Page of Cup, through a loving communication, you recognized your own value of your own heart and recognized that connection of emotional exchange with no attachment, like children would give to one another. And that opened up, aligned, Chariot, opened up also to receive something concrete and solid. The Ace of Pentacle and the Page of Pentacle right away. So that means the opportunity came, the seed came, and was grabbed and offered. When we get an ace, like an Ace of Pentacle, often people will say, oh, you're going to receive something. But you need to grab it. Even if it's the first timid steps there, you need to grab that seed to plant it and make it grow. Like an example, let's say this would not be love, but that would be work. Let's say you're a writer. You've been writing for years, your manuscript. You meet somebody that comes in your life all of a sudden and actually really feels and sees what you've been doing, recognizes it, loves it, and shares with you. Of course, this will make you feel victorious. He invites you to a party, to a gathering, or to somewhere where there's an editor there, an editing house represented or whatever. Maybe part of you thinks, well, I've been working on that for so long and it's, I don't really believe they're gonna love it. But you go inside and you follow your light and your passion and your truth. And so what happens, this is the party with the agent that is there. If you're too shy to go and talk to him, that pentacle will just float back and go back. That's why one has to come and grab it and express, have a connection, take the opportunity, go talk to that person. You see, that's an example for work per se. That's why when we have an ace that comes in the aces are there all the time. When it appears in a tarot, it's because that opportunity is really going to be more obvious for you if you can see it, to go and grab it. So there is a solid opportunity. And that can be a real relationship also. Something like that. Because here with the Four of Wands, Six of Cups, Two of Cups, that looks a lot like love. But then again, our career, our mission, our passion is love also. So let's look at, there's the little moon here. So maybe things from the bottom will bubble up when something like that happens. What is in the moon? What is in the moon? Spirit for Taurus. A lot. That's a bit too much. But the first one on top is the Five of Cups. So maybe hidden inside of you, and the Hangman was there, looking at this differently, gaining your enlightenment on, yes, see, he's looking at 3 cups that are spilled. The 3 cups that are here. Only sees that. Only sees that. Doesn't see this, doesn't see this. So what was hidden in your in your moon was maybe that focus on what did not work and believing that that is your reality. That's why it has to be a conscious choice to raise our head and allow more to come in, to grab and accept a cup that is offered. Conscious choice. Here, why is the Queen of Cups here? Queen of Cups, Magician. So that tells me, and the Queen of Cups came with the Magician. So, like you can see, because you get conscious of your cup here, the value of your cup, your capacity to love unconditionally and to receive love, to allow love to come in, you gain back your power to manifest. So maybe when you tried to manifest before, maybe you manifested more something like this, because this was hidden in your unconscious. And by fixing this, then your 4 elements are balanced, and therefore you can create. Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here? For Taurus. The Moon. So this is making the conscious choice to go within, Hermit, to see what is in the moon, and use our willpower to, it's like deciding, yes, there is more out there, and I am going to allow it. I am going to allow that it exists, to have a joyful relationship with somebody and build up from there. It is possible that somebody actually sees who I am, because I now see who I am. So you're gonna lift your head. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Yes, see? The transformation of your capacity of happiness. There's the Death again. After making the choice to go in the moon, the Lovers, making that conscious choice to go in the moon, make that crossing, you're going to be able to end the cycle of your limit of emotional fulfillment. Therefore, being able to pass at another level. Death. And it is going to be made by your will. What you will allow to manifest itself with your fire, with your soul. Wands. So show me death. So see, they repeat the moon and death, the moon and death, going inside, readjusting our capacity to receive love, opens up doors for us, moving, creating the movement towards something concrete. Ace of Pentacles that will be able to accept now. Death. Show me death. Yes. See, the transformation is about you noticing that what you've been letting yourself feel is not satisfactory. This guy doesn't look satisfied. There's more than that in life. There's more than that to experience in this reality. And I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna accept to go under the moon and go on that quest. This is the quest. Queen of Cups, the quest to actually look at my cup and see the value of it, and opening up the gates to fill it, extending my cup. Queen of Pentacle. Queen of Pentacle for Taurus. Knight of Swords. So there you are. See, you went through this and now you get the clarity. You might express it. This is a fast communication. This is understanding and going to actually cut the head of the dragon. Knight of air, Knight of Swords. A thought that is fast running on a horse. Communicating maybe your truth. Communicating maybe the truth that you found inside of you and now moving with it, moving that truth. Maybe that's why you have the King of Swords here. So here we have the world, a cycle that is finished, a cycle of a limit of your capacity to feel and share love. The world. Why is the world here? Why is the world here? For Taurus Spirit, why is the world here? I have the Six of Swords. Yeah, these ones did not turn around, but the end maybe of being in a stagnant situation here, because we cannot let go of a past into moving into a solid, you know, that kind of crossing. But here, by closing that cycle, you're mentally and, you know, moving forward with that truth sword, with that understanding, with that clarity, that actually helps you to move to calmer waters. Now we're in the realms of thoughts, of beliefs. So moving to calmer waters. King of Swords. And now you are ready to defend your will. Here we have our Six of Wands, 6, 7. Now I know my value. I recognize who I am. I emanate from my solar plexus. And I am ready to defend it. Defend the will that I have to do that, what I have allowed. I am going to defend it against all odds. Because now I am clear about what I deserve and about what I am willing to accept in my life. So it's a beautiful transition that is happening, that is probably triggered by a meeting. By meeting somebody that with whom you connect all of a sudden so deeply. And that provokes that transformation in you, provokes you to go inside and to actually see what you've been carrying emotionally that prevented you to go higher than what you are, that you were feeling before, and making that conscious decision to rise above it, to transform it, and to accept that cup, that extra cup that you did not believe was there before, that you did not see. And now you are clear-headed like a King of Swords in your integrity, and you are not going to accept anything less. You are going to defend your position because now you recognize yourself. And I have the Ace of Wands here under. So, Ace of Pentacle, Ace of Wands, that brand new passion. This is like, yes, I am going to maybe accept it, because now I've transformed in a way that I can open myself for that, to accept it, because I will believe it. We can only accept what we believe. So this is beautiful for you, Taurus. You know, this is like a love that comes in, that has an impact of transformation. And in a way, this is like the true meaning of the Two of Cups. When we meet somebody, and that somebody actually elevates us, heals us into transmutation. The red lion is a alchemistic symbol of transmutation. When you have purified matter, like a metal, to bring it to its pure source, a transmutation, changing lead into gold. But it is more an interior process. And so this is what is happening, a transmutation of your heart. So on this, I'm going to wish you a beautiful month of November, Taurus. And also, I'm going to announce the winner of the free reading for the 1-year anniversary last month. It's Chinaraé, Pratt, Horton. So the name is going to be written below. If you recognize yourself, write to me for your free reading. And also, thank you for all your shares and comments and thumbs up and all of that. It means a lot to me. And also, thank you for your donations. It is extremely helpful. And I'm going to do this month, again, special ceremony to give you back and ask the universe to give you back in the shape that you need. And I'm going to do it on the new moon and the full moon of the month, so that it has a bit more impact. So on this, love and light, and have a beautiful month of November.